Okay guys, welcome to this short video about a meta that I have chosen to look further into in my assignment in esports practice at UEA University in Grimstad, Norway. Today I will be talking about Terran Proxy Rax in Starcraft 2. This is a meta slash strategy and I will be analyzing this for you today. So first a little bit about StarCraft 2. StarCraft 2 is an RTS made by Blizzard. It was first released in 2010, and there's three playable races in the game. You have Terran, that is like this human mech kind of race. You have Zerg, that is like this, what can you call them? Like insects or like some disease animals. They're nasty. They spew vomit and acid and all those things. And you got Protoss, which is this alien race that has super high tech technology, which can teleport and bend time and whatever. The game is a classic RTS gameplay, so you have your base building, where you have to make your base and expand it and build buildings in order to be making your army to fight your opponent. There's also resource collection and management of it. So there's two resources in the game. There's the normal resource, that is minerals. They are used for basic units and basic buildings. And you got gas. That's for your tech units, the more advanced units you will be using in the game. Now a little bit about the history of Proxy Rax. It started in StarCraft 1, about the year 2000 in the Brood War expansion. The Koreans that have always been big in StarCraft really started to try out this strategy, but because of StarCraft 1 is a lot slower game compared to StarCraft 2 in terms of speed inside of the game itself. So it's not later on until StarCraft 2 came in 2010, and some years after that, the Koreans really started to perfect this meta strategy for each and every race. For Terran's example, you can proxy every building, especially the production buildings, on the map or inside the opponent's base. Zerg, you can proxy hatcheries, that is your main building for producing units. You can rush that inside of an opponent's base or its natural expansion. Protoss also often proxies their buildings, especially the buildings that make flying types units, because they can easily get into an opponent's base early in the game and wreak havoc. What is a proxy Rax? It is, as quickly as possible, rush down the opponent with marines, and by doing that you can proxy that will say build your barracks building unit inside or outside enemy base. And in order to do this, you need correct management of the build order, resource management, and timing. There's a lot of things that needs to happen and to be done right in order for this meta strategy to really pop off and hopefully finish off the opponent. So next up, you guys will see a gameplay showcase of the meta itself. Okay guys, so in this part of the video I will show you a gameplay example of this meta strategy in play. This is a game that I played myself unranked against a Zerg player on the map Altitude. Altitude is a pretty decent map to do this meta strategy on, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Firstly, I'll just find a nice spot on the map to send my barracks building SUV on. Of course, good luck, have fun. You need to be nice to people. Then again, I will start building my supply depot. I need my supply depot in order to be able to build my barracks. Further on, I'll follow that up with a refinery. I need that to be able to build my reactor so I could pump up my marines quicker than if I did not have a reactor add-on on my barracks. There you see the timings match up pretty good. At about 37 seconds into the match, I'm starting to build my barracks. Soon as my gas collector is done, I'll fill it up with SVs to be sure that I have enough gas to be able to make the reactor as soon as possible as the barracks are finished, because every second counts in this type of gameplay strategy. I'm following up with another supply depot just to be sure that I have enough food supply to build my marines and also some more SUVs at home. Yeah, so now everything just looks good. I'm waiting for my barracks to finish up. Making another SUV. There we go, my barracks are finished. I will then lift it up and place it in the enemy's base. I need to try and hide it so the enemy doesn't see my barracks, because if they do, the strategy is gone. I'm also making a barracks at home just to be sure if my first barracks in the enemy base is not able to finish my enemy. My reactor there is starting to build, so I'll be able to produce more marines quicker. I'm also making an orbital here, just to be able to scout my opponent before I rush him in my marines, just to see like how he's doing. Has he made any circlings? Has he made an additional queen? How is he doing? So yeah, my barracks is about done there. I'm starting to pump out the marines. Usually I like to go in at a number of 4 marines. There I get a scout. He's got 1 gas geyser up, 2 gas geysers. His spawning pool is just about to finish, so I need to be quick about it to rush in and try and kill him. 2 marines are up. I'm waiting for the 2 other ones, but soon now I'll see that Overlord is actually scouting me. So I just need to go in. So I'll quickly finish that off. Make sure I have marines pumping out. There I go, I have 4 marines. The queen will soon show up to try and defend. There she is. She has probably been down on the second base, preparing for another hatchery. Losing 1 marine, but that's cool. The queen is down. I see another queen spawning, and I'm assuming that there will be some links following up. But I'm just focusing down this queen. She's dead. Starting on the workers, I see a batch of links coming. Quickly finish them off as well. He's trying to attack with some workers, doesn't work, and I get soon now the GG. He gives up. So as you can see, this strategy is actually quite effective at dealing with the opponent. So yeah, that was a gameplay showcase of the meta. So yeah, now we have been through the meta itself, explaining how it works, showing you some gameplay showcase of it, and now I'm just going to talk a little bit about the future of this meta strategy. And honestly, it's not going anywhere. It's not a strategy that's a lot used in pro play, because the players there scout each other very early on in the game, and they can adjust their strategies compared to what they'll see in the opponent's base. But in lower elos, where I am situated, sure, it works maybe like 1 or 2 or 3 times. So, and it's fun. It's cheesy, as we call it. It's just like trolling almost. You don't expect to lose to this type of meta strategy. So yeah, it's not going anywhere. This is going to stay in the game for many years, and it's already has. So, and I just wanted to add on in the end there that if you want to learn more about just general strategies and the gameplay aspect of StarCraft 2, I will recommend 2 YouTubers. Number 1 is Winter Starcraft, really cool guy that casts a lot of StarCraft games and really deep dives into the strategies of the game itself, everything that's new and old. And also Loco TV, he's from Netherlands, great guy. He's been in the community for ages, also a caster in pro player leagues. So yeah, those 2 guys, Loco TV and Winter Starcraft on YouTube, if you want to learn more about StarCraft 2 and general strategies. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.